I know you and I, we used to say, we like, man, what the fuck? Like, and a lot of people online said the same thing. They like the fact that, their pay-per-views are every 3 to 4 months because they feel like, one, the scarcity of the pay-per-views makes it feel bigger. It makes it feel important. So even though the card itself might not be the most stacked card, the storylines will get you if the match necessarily doesn't. Generally speaking, and generally AEW tends to put on pretty solid pay-per-views. But with this going month to month to month to month, that was the issue we said with WWE because they even had to cut back because like, bro, a lot of these cards you just throwing together and the interest is not there.
No, not at all. Not at all. And that's kind of the reason why that's why I said, man, they need to scale it to about 8. Like if you do about 8 or 9 pay-per-views, okay. And like we were saying, I'm not paying $650. I mean, $50 6 times every for a whole year. Like that's a lot. So you best believe when we did, it better be like Peacock. You get Peacock, you get, you know what I'm saying, you get, you know what I'm saying, you get the subscription, you get the WWE, you get to see the, the pay-per-views, you get to watch all the archive shows and stuff. Like if they're gonna do it like that, if it's like that, then that's cool. I'll work with it. We may just, I mean, we will, luckily for us, we just won't be doing every pay-per-view live. But shit, that's just where it's gonna come down to.
Which is crazy. That's what makes our AEW pay-per-view so special, bro. Because we know, all right, AEW, all right, man. Hey, welcome to the compound. Let's get some drinks. Somebody falling out the stairs.
Right, that's gonna kind of cheapen that because it's like, man, that's a lot. You know how much y'all don't understand how much goes into them compound shows, boy. They don't just show up. That's a lot that goes into it. But I like the scarce of the pay-per-view. So you give me about 9 pay-per-views for the year. Give me a little bit of time in between, a nice little, you can give me like 2 or 3 like back to back, not back to back, but like at a certain time. What's up, Shorty? You can give me like, you could do like 2, like I wouldn't do it like all in and all out. Like don't give it to me that close. Like don't give me no pay-per-views that close. But if you gave me one in like in the middle of August and then give me one like in the middle of September, I'll do that one. And then it's like we didn't get the next one till like the beginning of November. Like, all right, that's cool. You build it up. You have a little time in between, what you're doing. So I'm more for that than, hey, sir, quiet down, sir. I'm more for that than I am 12 a year. But if we're gonna get 12 a year, then it better be a part of the package, and we ain't paying $50 for pay-per-views no more.
Yeah. Clive says you got AEW Rampage, you got AEW Dynamite, you got Rampage, then you got Collision on Saturday, then you got the pay-per-view on Sunday. It says too much AEW to watch.
Honestly, I'm okay if they got rid of Rampage. I think I'm okay with Collision being a show. I'm okay with Rampage not being around anymore. Like, you can let this go.
Yeah.
Like,
and to me, you like Collision is the more interesting show anyway.
And which is why I say you can let this go, because all of these, you holding these people to stay late night after a Dynamite. Nah, man, y'all can go. As the Acclaim won, I ain't even write down who they beat. They just beat them. I really think that would benefit more if you just go, drop Rampage, move it to Saturday night. You got Wednesdays, you got Saturday nights, you got, even though now with WWE moving their pay-per-views to Saturday night, you have that to compete with. But I mean, truth be told, you come on 2 hours early if you really wanted to.
Hey, we've seen them switch their times up for the NBA playoffs. They can do
it. You can come on just 2 hours early. Just have your show come on 2 hours early and whatnot. That way you still keep your, you still have your viewers for Rampage or whatever.